Okay, now we're entering the administrative offices of the Digital Development Corporation and Oversight Committee. And it's interesting in that the DDCOC is an organization focused around digital literacy. And here I'd like to introduce you to one of the founding members of DDCOC and also the administrative executive assistant. She's also she has many hats. She also the intake coordinator. And this is Miss Edwina Howard.
Hello.
I'd like to introduce you to her. It's interesting that we as an organization, we cover digital literacy. And Ms. Howard was stricken with a disorder from a stroke that she had called aphasia, which is a speaking disability, and she's slowly overcome that. She's already surpassed that disorder, and she's just correcting some of her speaking abilities currently. So here's Ms. Edwina Howard, and we'd like to get more in-depth interview with her.
Oh, hello. How are you? Well, I'm here. As they said, my name is Edwina Howard, and I have a speaking problem. When I took a stroke in June '05, it happened on my brain, and so it's probably for me to it is a problem with me to speak. There's nothing wrong with my brain. I just have a problem bringing all of the words come out. But that is very good that I came to DDOC. Before I took a stroke, I was a reporter, and I worked for DDCOC, DCFS. I used to be a social worker. But when I came back after the stroke, I could not work. And I went to this organization, DDCOC, and where we try to give people computers into their home. Now, I have been working with DDCOC for the last 4 years, and I am so glad to be working with here. Now, and right now, and with my aphasia, I can use on the computer, and I am very equal on the level. And this computer has helped me in order for me to get a job. And really, I can work for DDCOC until I die. I am so glad I'm here with you came with us, DDCOC, and I want you to meet our chairman. His name is Laurie. I believe he's down there. Hey, Laurie.
Yes.
Somebody needs to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Hey, hi, Dale.
Hey, Laurie.
I'm Laurie Taylor. I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the DDCOC. Welcome to the Digital Development Corporation and Oversight Committee. We started as a non-for-profit as a result of frustration in Chicago trying to get computers in the households of blacks, people of color. We found that to be a problem. The same year, I had my own business, Tailor-Made IT Solutions. I went to the Board of Ed, Chicago Public Schools, with a great program, proposal. They said that they had no funds, no money was available. That same year, they sent $50 million back to Washington, D.C. It came from the West Side. It was intended for the West Side, for schools, for kids to get computers and programs. So I called up my friends, and we said, hey, we got to do something. And that's how the DDCOC came about. Edwina showed up at the early meeting. Tyrone Whitestar, Wilbur Cook, Shirley Jones, Cyron Smith, Cy Bounds. Man, it was just a moving creation. Since then, our first year, we gave the Digital Divide Town Hall Conference, Expo, Symposium, where we gave out 53 computers to families, households that had none. We were happy, but we found out that that was a problem. I mean, this was a great conference, but when you give people items such as a computer, they don't value. You know, they went unused. So we came up with different initiatives. One such initiative is the Danny Davis Job Training Program. We placed 57 ex-offenders, people with no job skills, in jobs after going through this program. Now, just last week, we had 3 more jobs. We got young people some jobs. Not really young. These are older people, 30 to 45. they're happy. I've never done nothing like this before in my life. I'm so thankful. We've got no funding, but we're so happy to be doing this. We have an annual event, the Digital Divide Town Hall Conference Expo and Symposium. This is our way of bringing best practices in technology to the hood. We ask for sponsors. We ask for IBM, Microsoft. We want the biggest corporations to come into the hood. Show us your best practices. Let's educate these people. Let's move them. We do raffle off computers. We don't do 53 no more. Actually, the second year, last year, we did 77. But those went through schools. Those were used. We are getting better at what we do. This year's event, which is going to be a great event, and it's on manufacturing, advanced technologies in manufacturing. We've got so many vacant plants, manufacturing companies have moved out. We decided we need to do something with this land. We want entrepreneurs. We want people with those creative juices to come on, let's come together, let's come up with a mandate. Let's present it to the city of Chicago, and let's put these properties to use. If the city of Chicago can work with us, we can get the creative minds inside these places with great business plans, mind you. You got to have a good business plan to go into business these days. 40% of all new businesses this year are minority, women-owned businesses. We can do this. They say there's no jobs, but we can create jobs. We're going to come together on October 18th. I want you to meet the tech director, Tyrone Whitestar. Let me introduce you, because we need the big sponsors. We need corporate America to come on board. Tyrone. Here's Tyrone Whitestar, tech director. Tell